Welcome to today's Research Business Daily Report, where we review the legacy of Norman Nie. And then we've got unreported detail about Google's use of Twitter as it prepares to go full bore into using all tweets. We are sponsored today and this week by Nuance, offering multi-language verbatim coding services that help their clients quantify the meaning of open-ended answers. Nuance, a decision analyst company. Norman Nie, an award-winning U.S. political behavior and public opinion researcher who helped invent and found SPSS, died at age 72. Apparently this occurred on April the 2nd, and he succumbed to complications from metastatic lung cancer. The information came from the Chicago Tribune. Nye was part of a group at Stanford Grad School in the 1960s who created SPSS at a time when there were no computers, but there was no less need for a way to analyze quantitative data than exists today. The company, of course, became the dominant software business over the course of the next 4 decades. And SPSS was sold to IBM in 2009 for $1.2 billion. But by that time, Nye was already off to other successful commercial research ventures. He co-founded Knowledge Networks in 1998. That's an internet research company, and Nye and his partner Doug Rivers became the RBDR Research Business Report Co-Research Executives of the Year for that accomplishment. In 2009, Nye was recruited to become CEO by Revolution Analytics, a statistical software company that was developing open source and open core versions of the open source software known as R. Jane John, a former student, colleague, and a co-author of one of Nye's books, praised his lifetime of innovative research achievement and efforts and said millions of people have used his software over the years. Next, last week we reported Google's pending real-time indexing of all available tweets into its customer searches. WebPro News reporter Chris Crum quotes search marketer Eric Enge's reasoned expectation that Google is going to use the tweets to drive personalization. But earlier this year, Enge's firm Temple Consulting revealed how Google has been indexing Twitter information thus far. It studied 133,000 tweets and found only 7.4% of them had been indexed by Google for searches, meaning that 92.6% had been ignored by the search engine opportunity. Enge said he doubts Google has been tracking Twitter users based on the number of followers that they have. However, Stone Temple's project perceived Google indexing more Twitter accounts that had larger followers. Other trails apparent from the Stone Temple data, images and hashtags seem to have increased a tweet's chances of being indexed. Secondly, 26% of tweets with an inbound link from sites other than Twitter did get indexed. And interestingly, mentions yielded a negative inclusion situation. Explained, end quote, I suspect that it's not the tweets themselves that Google really values the most, but the content they link to that Google wants to discover more quickly. If they, meaning Google, see a tweet getting major engagement, chances probably go up that the tweet will show higher in the Google search results, end of quote. That's your Research Business Daily Report. We've been sponsored by Nuance, offering multi-language verbatim coding services that help companies quantify the meaning of open-ended answers. Nuance is a decision analyst company, and they would like you to have an easy way to find out more about their products. So we've set up a link. It is www.nuancecoding.com. And if you click on it, you will very quickly be able to access a lot of great information about a great service. Have a great research day, and whatever you do, please join us again tomorrow.